Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the control and coordination in the animals. Okay, control and coordination is mainly happens with the help of the nervous system and then endocrine system. In the nervous system, that produces the electric impulse or nerve impulse that is carried by the nerve cells. Okay, it is the faster way of transmission. If you are touching any object, we can feel very easily because of this faster transmission. Then next one, endocrine system. Endocrine system, that our body produces the hormones or chemicals that is released by the stimulated cells. Okay, it is the very slower transmission process. In the animals, we are going to discuss about the stimuli and receptors. What do you mean by the stimuli? Okay, stimuli in the any change in the environment to which an organism responds and reacts is called as the stimulus. Okay, what do you mean by the response? Response is the reaction of an organism to a stimulus is called as the response. Okay, how the organism responds for each and every reaction, because with the help of the sensory organs. Okay, what do you mean by the sensory organs? Sensory organs is nothing but the receptors. Sensory organ consisting the receptors. What do you mean by the receptors? Receptors is nothing but it is a cells or it may be the tissues or organs which detect the stimulus is called as the receptors. Okay, receptors are located in the sense organs such as the eye and then skin and then ear, etc. Okay, so there will be a different types of receptors is there. Here first one is the photoreceptors. Photo, we know that. What do you mean by the photo? Photo means light. Okay, so we can see the different types of or different colors of light. How it is possible? With the help of the eyes. So that's why the eyes contains the light receptors, or it is called as the photoreceptor. It is very sensitive to the light. Then phonoreceptors or sound receptors. The ears contain the sound receptors or phonoreceptors. It is very sensitive to the sound. Okay, we hear the very minute sound because of the phonoreceptors. The next one is the olfactory receptors. Olfactory receptors, it is very sensitive to the smells. It is the smell receptors. Our nose contains the smell receptors or olfactory receptors. And the next one is the gustatory receptors. What do you mean by the gustatory receptors? Sensitive to the taste. Okay, our tongue contains the gustatory receptor or taste receptors. It is sensitive to the taste. The next one, thermo and tango receptors. The both are present in our skin. Okay, thermoreceptors means it is sensitive to the temperature, so we can feel very easily hot and then cool because of the thermoreceptors that present in the skin. The next one is the tango receptors. Tango receptors, it is also present in the skin. It is sensitive to the touch. We already discussed about the plants. Thicmo, sensitive to the touch is called as the thicmo. The tango receptors also called as the thicmo receptors. Thicmo receptors. Okay, we are feel the pressure and then pain because of the tango receptors. Okay, so these are all the receptors that present in the sensory organs. The next one is the effector organs. Effector organs is the effectors are the muscles or glands or tissues which act in the response to a message received from the nervous system, that is called as the effector organs. Okay, the next one is the nervous system in the animal kingdom. First one, animal kingdom: porifera, coelenterata, platyhelminthes, ascalminthes, annelida, arthropoda, mollusca, echinodermata, chordata. Okay, these are all the animal kingdom. So these different types of the animals has the nervous system. It will be differ from one organism to the another organism. First one, we are going to discuss about the porifera. Okay, porifera does not consisting the nervous system. Okay, it is the simplest form of nervous organization present in the porifera. And then coelenterata, that has the simple nervous system. And then the nervous system or nervous organization that comprising a net of nerve cells and then fibers. There will be a no cephalization. Okay, sometimes they will ask the question, What do you mean by the cephalization? Cephalization is nothing but the concentration of the sense organ or nervous control. Okay, example, if they are asking the define cephalization, you want to write the anterior end of the body forming a head and then brain both during the evolution, that is called as the cephalization. There will be no cephalization in the coelenterata. It responds to physical contact. How the coelenterata responds to the physical contact. Okay, then next one is the platygal minthus. So more organized nervous system are present in the platygal minthus, and then cephalization are present in the platygal minthus. What do you mean by the cephalization? Because of the platygal minthus that consisting the head and brain. Okay, that is called as the head region. That is called as the cephalization. Ladder-like ganglia is present. Ladder-like nervous system ganglia are present. Okay, ganglia is the group of the brain cells. Ganglia is the group of the brain cells, that is called as the ganglial cells. Nematodes has the well developed nervous system. Nervous system, and the nerve ring is made up of the 4 ganglia in the nematodes. Annelids also consisting the well developed nervous system, ganglia present in the each segment of the body, and then arthropods, ladder like nervous system, that is paired nervous system are present in the arthropods. And then mollusca has the bivalves, have the simple nervous system with usually 3 sets of ganglia connected by the nerve fibers. Okay, these are all the nervous system present in the different types of the animal kingdom. Okay, thank you.